Three dudes watching The Bachelor. Three dudes watching The Bachelor. Three dudes watching The Bachelor.
I know, it's not as good as yours, Eric.
Now don't be coming in here with a bright blue jacket on, we'll be pissed.
I'm a spy. I got a muted blue.
All right.
Going action.
Action!
Welcome back, guys, to our funny, if not perhaps the stupidest show you've ever watched about the greatest show on television, The Bachelor. We'd like to, first of all, thank the over 3,000, yes, that's right,
yes,
3,000 people
amazing.
Watched us on Facebook and on YouTube.
Yep, three dudes watched The Bachelor.
Plus one.
Plus one today,
yeah,
our guest. But we'd like to thank the 3,000 people, and it goes to prove two things. One is, once football season ended, college football season ended, there was nothing else to watch on TV. And it also proved that if you put it on the internet, anybody will watch it.
People will watch it.
So we appreciate that. Now, if you do like our show, which we hope you do, and you'll come back every week, please like us and please share us, because we want to share the beautiful thing of The Bachelor with the whole world. We want to make the world a more beautiful place. We all can just get along better if everybody just watched The Bachelor. So please share our show. I'm going to introduce ourselves again today. My name is Gary Pickren, Blair Cato Pickren, and Casterline.
I'm Flynn Bowie with Movement Mortgage.
John Stackhouse, your local financial advisor.
And also still on the Real Estate Commission. They have not booted him off yet, but he has a meeting today. And so that may be on the agenda. That may be on the agenda. And Flynn, would you?
Yeah, sure. We've got a special guest today. It's Eric Tucker from ERA Wilder Realty.
Hey, everybody.
Eric, we're glad that you have joined us today.
Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
And if you don't know Eric, he's the nicest guy in Columbia. I think that's been scientifically, if not mathematically, proven that he is the nicest guy in Columbia.
And if you don't believe it, he'll tell you that.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not cute.
So we're good.
So that being said, I wanted to do a little special thank you. I have a friend who actually works in Hollywood, and this is my friend who works in Hollywood. I called him and had this signed for Gary Pickren.
Oh, that's the greatest. The greatest.
Oh my God, he's sleeping with that picture tonight.
Today doesn't get any better than this.
What does it say?
What does it say?
It says, to Gary,
when you're ready.
When you're ready. Because that's my favorite part of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. I might cry. I'm going to shed a tear today. Wow, this is
better than any rose.
Oh, the show's over. We might as well just end it right here, because this you cannot get downhill from this point. All right, so like 226 bachelorettes this week moved into the Bachelor house to vie for Colton's love. They had a group date of 8 people, and they went to some nightclub in LA where they had to do some stupid stand-up show about their first ever, whatever their first wanted to be. At the end of the night, they gave a rose to the redheaded girl named Elise, who claims to be 31. I think she's really 56.
Yeah.
No.
Well, in Bachelor years, once you hit 31, it's like dog years, because once you're at 23, you've aged out. It's like
she's the self-proclaimed cougar. She said she's got cougar DNA over her door.
So, you know, at 23, you've aged out. It's like being a gymnast. Once you hit 23, you're too old to compete. You're done. So I think she's 56. We'll debate that later. Then we had a very painful date, a one-on-one date with Miss Alabama, which is Hannah G, F, or P. I don't know what her last name is.
Hannah G.
Hannah G from Tuscaloosa. Roll Tide.
Who can't make a toast?
Who can't make a toast, and we're going to get into all of that in a second. And then it ends with the remaining 247 girls doing a competition date, which was also very painful to watch.
Cookout.
And cookout. They call it a cookout, whatever that was. It's not a cookout.
They didn't call it. They called it a barbecue.
Barbecue. It's not a barbecue.
I did not see a pig.
I'm with Flynn.
Never saw a pig.
Not a barbecue.
So at the end of that day, the other self-proclaimed version, the red Heather, she gets the rose because A, he doesn't want to look a hypocrite, and B, you know, he doesn't know how to do the sex, and so now he's going to date somebody who also doesn't know how to do the sex. So that's going to be an interesting concept.
He found someone he could do something.
He has mentioned that several times on The Bachelorette, that he did not know how to do the sex, which proves he doesn't know how to do the sex, because when you call it the sex, you have no way of knowing how to do it. And then we got to the desperation hour, also known as the final rose ceremony, and Alex, B, Annie, Angelique, and Erica didn't get a rose.
Wait a minute, who?
Exactly. Who? Exactly. They never showed up on the show.
I didn't know they were on there until they were walking out the door.
Didn't even know you. Never heard of it.
And one of the girls was really pretty. The one named Annie looked like Britney Spears. She was pretty and sweet looking. And I was like, I don't ever remember. I thought she was all going to like come out with a I thought she was going to come out with a snake talking about I'm a slave. I didn't know what.
She was pretty. So let's start our discussion today with Eric. What's your first impression of Monday night?
You know what? I like the show. Like I said, I didn't want to admit that I do when I was watching it, but I kind of do. My first impression, I may be jumping ahead but I'm going to say it because I feel this way. Honestly, this is serious. I like Colton. I think he's a nice guy. I think he's sweet, and he's a nice guy, and I kind of buy it, but I'm one of those old romantics and like all that stuff. So I think he's a really sweet guy, and I kind of like the show. I think it's interesting.
Well, how about you, Flynn? What was your first impression, Rose?
I don't know. I think that Hannah, when she did her date and gave the toast, was just some of the most painful to watch.
Oh,
she ended her toast with "Roll Tide."
Right.
Is that not proper?
I guess probably not in Southern California.
That's right.
That's true.
But
when she was hanging and going, well, all I could see was Miss South Carolina going, we don't have maps and the U.S. Americans as such. And I thought that was going to start coming out of her mouth. And I was like, oh my God, 10 years later, here it goes again. Here it goes again.
The descriptor that I got was emotionally vapid.
Yes.
Just all had no cap.
Poor thing.
Yeah. What about you, John?
I think for me, the rivalries going on between the women, you can kind of see them forming.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It's amazing how when one girl's on a date, how the other girl's thinking that the other girl's talking about her on the date.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Narcissistic.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
When you're ready. So that was and then the second thing was Crazy Tracy. I mean, that one was butt-ass crazy, first of all. And second of all, he should never vote her out because the ratings depend on her being on it.
That's right. Listen, she is.
She's trash.
The crazy meter on her is
way off the rock.
It's starting to expose.
So let's talk about the first group date. So we had Demi, whose mama's in jail.
Yep.
You had Bree, the model there for all the wrong reasons.
Right.
Tracy, we've already established is crazy, but she's also old too. She's 31.
Tracy,
31. She's 31, like 57, right. I think. Elise Big Red, we know she's older than 31. You had Hannah G. I think that's the little skinny girl from Birmingham. You had Nicole, never heard of. You don't even know who Nicole is. Maybe one of y'all know who she is. Onika, whose parents were married after 2 weeks. So that's good news for the Bachelor that she's willing to go. But parents went in after 2 weeks. That's good. Yeah. And then you had the other crazy girl, Catherine, who she says she's 26, but I swear I think her face used to belong to Renee Zellweger.
Maybe it's Mabel.
I mean, her face is like
her face is, and her lips. I'm like, okay, let's back off the Juvederm sister. She looked like Wanda from In Living Color. So I told them I'm going to be up in here. Y'all so crazy. I'm going to get in because he loves me. Excuse me, can I interrupt one more time?
So let's talk about Tracy. Tracy's craziness.
Tracy, she's one of the older ones in the house.
So who's older, her or Hunter Renfrow?
Oh my God!
I think Hunter Renfrow might be 42.
We might have each other by within a minute.
Right, both of them have grandchildren, I think.
But anyway, go ahead. Oh my God! I'm just glad to see that guy go.
Yes, I am too. I don't want to see him again.
He'll be an all-pro.
He'll play for the Patriots. I'll hate him too.
But Tracy's one of the ones I mean about the rivalry, where she let Demi dictate what was going on with her. So.
Oh, no doubt. And she totally did what that little girl said.
Absolutely.
And she said, hey, I want you time.
I need to tell you.
And then she cried about it.
I need to tell you because you bothered me. And then I was like, this is a serious, real conversation. And then she went, oh my God, your hair's out of place.
Oh my God. That's a catty move right there.
Oh no, she went, oh my God.
Does Tracy not realize that this is a competition? I mean, it's not farmersonly.com.
No.
We're on a competition. We're not on a dating site.
Right.
What? I don't understand why these people think that because they believe something that we all should believe it. Or say, I have this opinion that you're playing this way
that's right.
You should change your opinion. You should change the way you're doing it.
Tracy's going to get a participation trophy.
She is.
Yeah. She's not going to win. Why does that girl
always a nice limo ride here?
Right.
Why does every girl feel like every time they have a group date, one girl has to be like, quit being Taylor Swift. Quit being so mean. I mean, why is it upon the girl, just let the Demi be mean? Why do you have to go tell it? You're being like Taylor Swift, you need to stop it.
Right.
That's right.
It never works out for that girl. I've never understood why they do it. But what about the sacred rose? I mean, it was like it's the Torah or...
that was strange. I can't believe she touched it. I was like,
It doesn't matter if she ate the rose.
It's a rose.
It's a rose. They have more.
Yeah. Yeah, and the person who won it didn't seem to mind that Demi soiled it. I mean, she took it. She didn't say, I'm going to take it because Demi touched it.
We think that it's Colton's rose to give to Ed.
She didn't even touch it.
I'm daring to touch it.
She put it back. I'm like, well, and trust me, they're not going to eat the rose. There's too many calories in it. So they're not going to do that.
Sidebar. How do you feel about Colton kissing just everyone? Like, I mean, that
he doesn't know how to do the sex, but he does know how to do the kiss.
Me personally,
I've seen his tongue about 4 times.
Right? Like, oh no!
He doesn't know how to do the kiss.
You mind if I interrupt? Cole's like moving it for the next. Oh my god!
He's kissed about every girl on the show.
Mono starts right there.
Yeah.
I know where it comes from.
At least like herpesing on the lip.
Well. Were you surprised that Big Red got the rose? I personally was. I didn't think she would get it.
Which one do I like, John?
Hannah G.
Hannah G. Yeah. I gotta remember that. I like Hannah G.
Yeah, gold.
I like her. I think she's a sweetheart, and I think he's already in love with her. But I thought she was going to get it, and so then when the girl, but I like the girl with the red hair too. I think it's kind of cool that she's, you know.
Well, who's older, her or Tracy?
Her.
Redhead.
Tracy's
off the chart.
Tracy's cuckoo.
I like Elise because she knows she's older, but she is embracing it.
She's owning it.
She's owning it.
Tracy tries not to own it.
And I think Colton respected that. She owned it.
That's
Said,
right.
This is me.
That's right.
I'm not here for this other stuff.
Yeah, I'm here for the right reasons, not to be discovered on television so I can have a better Instagram page.
Right.
All right, well, let's move on talking about the most painful part of the whole show, which was the one-on-one date. I was so excited. It was Miss Alabama. I'm like, this is going to be great.
I think Colton was too. He was excited.
Too.
For other reasons, probably.
Well, you want to know what made it more awkward? Just think about any date that you've been on. There's no background music and stuff going on. So I mean, just quiet.
Right.
In the
but
desert.
You think she'd be okay with that? She's a pageant girl, so I was thinking, well, she'll be able to do. Because I even thought, oh wow, how awkward in the middle of a desert with 80 cameras that you got to get in a hot tub. But I thought, well, she's a pageant girl. She's used to being on the stage.
Yeah.
But then it was just you can tell he's all about that the Oprah thing and opening up and talk. That's why I like him. I'm like that too. So he's all about that, and she wouldn't budge. She wouldn't budge. Give him anything.
I mean, the toast was painful. I mean, all she had to say is to us. I mean, roll tide. Roll tide.
Roll tide. Oh my God.
It's my birthday. Happy birthday, me. Roll tide. I mean, that was awful.
In case you did not know, it was her birthday that day.
Yeah, it was.
Because you only told us her birthday. I didn't realize that.
I didn't realize it was her birthday.
Oh, yeah. And then the hand holding in the hot tubs. I have nothing to say, so I'm just going to awkwardly hold your hand at this weird angle the whole.
It was painfully awful television.
Yeah. But the best part of that was, the best part of that was when Mrs. North Carolina started talking smack about it. When she was on the date, North Carolina's like,
I forgot that.
She would be so nice until I won. Because in case y'all didn't know, Miss North Carolina came runner up. I don't know if I knew that either. But she liked me.
Didn't win. Just
but once I was runner up, she hates me.
That's right.
Nothing happened.
I'm surprised that she made up for it and ended up getting that rose on that.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
Well, you know why she got the rose. I mean, let's face it. She's hot. He's just like, I'm going to keep you around with a bars, more bathing suit.
Debatable. See, I don't think she's one of the hot ones.
Oh, I think she is.
I don't think she's hot at all.
Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
She's got a flat round head. I'm like, oh, you got a flat round head. Tease it up, girl. Tease it up. Make it at least look like it's bigger. Match all them teeth.
So how about the last date? The last competition. That's when the rest of the girls went on this competition where they had to. It was a barbecue. What was a barbecue? I don't get that.
It was not a barbecue.
Not a barbecue.
They had a cookout.
Yeah.
They had a cookout.
Cookout.
They never showed the food, by the way.
Because it wasn't barbecue.
They don't eat. Holton's like, give me that turkey leg, and they're like, oh my God.
Cooked one hot dog and the rest of them split it and sliced it up. I've ever seen the banana slicer on Amazon and pulled out one of those things and everybody got a piece.
Then they weighed it and then they had to register it in the registry to see if that was too many calories for the day.
Then they went and threw it up.
How awkward was Billy Eichner? What was up with Billy Eichner calling him the first gay bachelor?
Okay, as a gay man, I was offended that he said that. First of all, I'm older than he is, and I was way before you, Queen. Not a bachelor now. I'm happily married to my husband, Paul, but I was first, and they should not have had him as our representative. I kind of like him because he's an American Horror Story. Right. He's good on that show, but... and I love the idea that they incorporated a gay person into it and him having the talk with a straight guy. I thought that was really great, but it should have been, in my opinion, it should have been somebody better. Yeah, it should have been like Neil Patrick Harris or Eric Tucker.
that would have been something.
Now that he's out.
No, I'm happily married to a woman.
I'm kidding.
15 years, let's be straight. I did find it interesting that Colton made out twice now with Katie. I think he likes Katie, and I'm glad to see that. What do you think, John?
He did.
I still don't know. I mean, he's entitled to like whoever he likes, but
I think it's
Katie
good.
thought she was getting that rose. She was not happy because she thought they had a moment.
Competition. The rose went to Heather.
Yeah.
The other self-proclaimed virgin. Does anybody really believe that she's never kissed a guy?
No. No. Well, maybe because of those gums. People might be scared. They might be like, go in, and she's like, and then all them gums, and you're like, ah. So maybe.
I don't think she's done the sex, but
oh no, she hasn't done the sex. I believe she's done the tongue.
I think she's done the tongue.
She's a really pretty girl, and I can't believe
she is.
I can't believe somebody in high school hadn't just kissed on her. I don't buy it. All right. Well, so far after 2 shows, what do y'all think about Colton?
I like him.
Eric likes him.
I like him a lot.
And on the first date, when he was up at the theater and he gave his story about coming out as a virgin, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Coming out as a virgin to his teammates?
Yeah.
It kind of endeared me to him a little bit. It showed the side of him.
I think he's a good guy.
Yeah. I do too.
I do think he looks like Clay Aiken's mom had a relationship with Tim Tebow. Because he looks like he's got Tim Tebow's physique, but he looks like Clay Aiken, kind of a howdy-doody boy.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
But I also,
a little bit. You're right. He does a little bit.
I also think he has zero compass as far as what he wants.
Yeah.
Because he's all over the place.
He is.
I don't think he knows at all what he wants.
Which is exactly like any other man.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe so.
But does he have a job? They've never talked about his job. He has a foundation. But does he have a paying job? Because those girls want money. I mean, they aren't on The Bachelor to date some guy who's broke ass.
Right.
He wasn't an NFL football player.
He's a retired NFL football player who retired from 3 preseason games.
Yeah, but he may still have money in his bank because he's never had the sex, and that costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
He may be a valid point.
He might be like George Costanza. When George on Seinfeld quit having sex, he became brilliant. So maybe because he's never had sex, he's brilliant, rich. And he's been making money like in the stock market. Right. Maybe he's been using John as his financial advisor. You could not confirm that, so maybe he's that.
Call me.
So that brings us now to our favorite part of the show, which is our Bless Her Heart moment.
Yeah.
So our Bless Her Heart moment is the moment when you just watch the TV and you're like, oh, just bless her heart. And for you guys in the South, y'all know that's a bad thing. For you guys in the North, if somebody ever tells you bless your heart, you should punch them in the face because they're making fun of you. So Eric,
it's a dig.
Did you have a Bless Your Heart moment? For me, it was the air horn. That was all.
The air horn. I have to go back to the whole in the hot tub and with her because it was so uncomfortable, and I kind of liked her. I don't dislike her now, but I kind of liked her. But in the hot tub, it was because it was so uncomfortable. Even having to watch it. I mean, I was like, some U.S. Americans don't have hot tubs. So I was like, oh,
it was bad.
That was that for me.
I'm gonna have to go with Tracy crying after she got out.
Oh, that was pretty.
I mean. What? Play the game. Play the game.
That's right. You didn't do anything. Get in there.
If you don't want the competition, go on Match.com and don't worry about it.
That's right. And not know who you're competing against.
Yeah, exactly. Right. What about you, John?
I think the Bless Her Heart moment was Demi coming down with the robe. Bless her heart because
oh yeah, that was weird looking.
But she had a cocktail dress on underneath.
Yeah.
But the other girls didn't know that. And then the one girl made the comment, "Oh my God, does she have parents?" That was
pretty funny. I like that.
So that was my moment.
So who's your I ain't no Taylor Swift person? That's the person everybody's a villain.
To stay where I am, Demi is definitely taking the role of the villain.
Demi too. I thought it was going to be Catherine with the first episode.
Yeah.
But now Demi has taken.
She's playing to win.
She's out for it.
Catherine did knock the microphone over.
Yeah, she did the mic thing. That was pretty good. I kind of like that.
I'm going to surprise you and say my ain't no Taylor Swift is Miss Alabama. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a country song in there because she'll find a boyfriend, break up with him, and then have a song saying, but I didn't like him anyway, just like Taylor Swift does, and then complain about the girl who got him, Miss North Carolina.
Right.
So I can see her being the villain that ain't no Taylor Swift. So we'll see. Well, at this point, who do y'all think the favorite is?
I like, without a doubt. I'm telling you right now, I saw him tear up when he was talking to her, and it's Hannah G. I can't remember the B's and the G's. So it's Hannah G. I think it's her. I think she winked at him. He said something to her about kind of just know that for the rest of the show, it's me and you. I think they're already in love.
See, I think it's Katie, and I know everybody's going to say that's shocking and controversial because he's an African American. They haven't picked an African American yet. But that happened one year where the girl was Sean. Nobody heard of her for like the first 6 weeks, and then she wound up winning.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
All right, so after the show last week, we divided up. We each picked a team of lovely
fantasy
bachelorette. lady tested.
Fantasy, yeah,
lady tested. And so the green here's who's left, and the red's been eliminated. I'll put this up on the Facebook page. But basically, we're going to have a competition here, so that the winner, whoever's left standing is the winner, will receive as the trophy the rose.
And I get to say, Flynn, ladies, the final rose.
The final rose, correct.
I get to say that.
And also the winner, the two losers, are going to make a contribution to the other guys'
that's correct.
charity.
Yeah,
so my charity of choice is PALS, Palmetto Animal Assisted Life Services. They train service dogs for veterans with post-traumatic stress. What about you?
I am playing for Serve and Connect.
Serve and Connect.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm playing for the South Carolina Military Family Care Association.
And so whoever wins, the other two guys,
the other two make a contribution to the winner's
same amount.
Choice.
Same amount of money.
Yes.
Same amount of money. Okay.
I
want in. I'll donate whatever they donate to whoever wins.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
So whoever wins, I'll donate that too.
So go out and look on the Facebook page. We'll have this graph up so you can follow along
and
at home.
Comment on who you think is going to win.
Yeah, we would love the comments. Oh, we want to talk about the poll.
Yeah.
So the poll question this week was: do you think that Colton's virginity is an issue? Is it a big issue?
Oh, that's a good question.
And 2/3 of the people who responded to the poll said, no, it's not. He hasn't found love.
Right.
Now, a third of the people replied and said, yeah, he's a weirdo.
They think it's like creepy or whatever?
Right.
Right.
Wow.
That's good.
Well, thank you guys for viewing. We hope that you like it, and we'll come back next week. If you do like it, please like it on Facebook, and
also
please
YouTube.
share it.
Yeah,
please share it on YouTube, and please share it. We want to share the beauty of this program with other people and enlighten the world. So we really need y'all to share it. Last week, 3,000 viewers. We're going for 10,000 this week. So please like us. We'd also like to thank Eric, and I personally have to thank Eric because this is going on the wall in my office. I'm so excited. I already got space right next to the American flag in Iraq, so it'll go up there. Thanks, guys.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.